Hi, my name's Gary Brooks, and I wanted to quickly talk about the Yeti 400. I had an issue where the inverter wouldn't work. If you don't recognize it, this is the inverter, and it had a heatsink on it, which is sitting down there, and a piece of it there, set right in this hole here, and there's some screws that connected on the back here I had to undo to pull the heatsink off so I could transfer it. The only reason I'm using the big heatsink is because it's how it mounts to the case. You'll see that there's some screws right there. Sorry about the mess, I'm just doing a quick job here. And so what I did is I tore apart a 400 watt continuous 800 watt peak, which, if you're familiar with, this is a 300 watt, I think so, 300. So I'm giving the Yeti 400 an upgrade, and that's garbage. I couldn't figure out why it wouldn't work. I took off the parts off of that one, which is just 3 cables. I took off the power connector. Let me get 2 hands. This power connector off here, connected it to, which was connected to the front of the Centec, if you recognize that. Just chopped it off. The connector there, that's for the power to the outlet, the 120 power. And then here, I took off the Anderson connectors and I connected them to the back of the new 400 watt unit there, and just clipped and put it together. And then there's two. There's actually 3 cables here that go here. 1, 2, 3. And if you look at it, this is this top one. The top one is the cable that comes off of the Yeti on the back, and I actually took a solder gun and took off that connector that was right there. See it? See the spot right there? Okay. And I put it over here on I mean, it's kind of a guess, but it's on the opposite side of the power, which is the go find the fuse and go to the next jump, and it would be on that side. I took out the fuse out of this one, and I actually soldered in between on this power, because I'm not worried about the fuses. I'm not going to mix the cables, and if I do, I guess it's my own issue. But this does have fuses in it, and I don't want to deal with them, and so I soldered the positives together, and I connected that Yeti cable there. And then if you're not familiar, that's just actually a reading of volts, I believe, or how much it's using. And then another one I actually bolted, you can't see, but this is has a temperature gauge in it, and I bolted it to the heatsink down here, which is just a screw that was already in the previous heatsink down there. And then the fans are in the Yeti, but this fan happened to be in the rear of this gadget here. Right here there would have been one, so I think I'm actually going to wire maybe